should mute.
Let me mute
You guys
myself.
can mute yourselves, and of course, anytime you want to say something, just go ahead and just speak up. Tell me to be quiet or whatever. It's fine. I wanted to, we've had a great, just a great September with, just overall as a team. I think we've had good momentum going. There's a lot of new coaches who are just kicking major butt, like with the Hitting Success Club, and which is really, really exciting. So congratulations. We're helping a ton of people as a team. Tomorrow I'll put our, chart of, everybody who's hit Success Club, and where everybody's at, who ended up, at the end of the month. So I'm excited to look at that. And now we have October, so we can forget September. It's over and done with. Let's get ready for a new month, October. And I saw we have 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack, as well as Extreme and Body Beast as the challenge packs for this month. For October, for promotion, which is incredible because 21 Day Fix, I think every time that program is on sale, everybody tends to do extremely well.
And you get a tote bag with the 21 Day Fix.
Oh, cool.
Not the Extreme, but you get the tote with the regular program.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's like the little lunch tote bag.
Yeah.
What you had to upgrade before. So that's
It also said something about a free performance line supplement with Body Beast, I think, or something.
Oh, so they might have like samples of it, like included with it. That's pretty cool. Well, all this means is that everybody's getting ready for the launch of Hammer and Chisel. Like this is why they're doing this. They're pushing these programs. They want everybody to have access to them, to reach more people, because when this new program comes out, it's going to be huge. Like it's going to be big, big. And we just need to get more people to do more of the 21 Day Fix. And if they've already done it, to graduate to Extreme. And even Body Beast, especially let's get some men on board, with Body Beast and couples and let's I think the new program is definitely going to be a big one for couples. I think it's going to be a fun program to do it, like kind of a competition with each other. And so I think it's just setting ourselves up for that. And the launch is in December. So I'm thinking maybe October and all the way till November, they're going to have these programs on sale. So you've got to go back to your list of everybody who's been interested in the 21 Day Fix and get them on board this time around. I'm going to have my sister and Jacqueline talk a little bit about the support groups that we've been talking about to end the year, because as we all know, this is the time of the year that it gets really hard. Because everybody's starting to be focused on the holidays. They kind of just are not interested in trying to do a new diet or whatever. Maybe it's hard. It always is. This time in the business, it's always hard. Can you guys mute your line, please? I hear some noise. So if you're on the phone, *6 or mute your phone. Thank you so much. So if you're a newer coach, just know, this time of the year, end of the year, October, November, December, it's tough. There's not going to be sugarcoating it. It's tough. It's hard, because people are just not as focused. However, it does not mean that we're not going to make our goals, and we're not going to, reach the people that are ready and want to get started this time of the year. So we got to go back to the basics with our own nutrition, with our own workouts. We got to show everyone that you can still maintain, you could still, just be able to be healthy throughout the holidays. So I know my sister and Jacqueline are going to talk a little bit more about the support groups and, more of what we're going to do and provide more value to our customers, and that's throughout the holidays. But I want you guys to please, this is your time. If you want your business to take off in January, because everybody's ready to lose weight. January comes along, everybody's doing resolutions. They want to lose weight. This is a time to work. You're, planting seeds every single day, talking with a lot more people, showing up to your health and nutrition every day. So if you're doing the vital behaviors, I'm telling you, your business is going to take off in January, especially December, with the launch of the new program. That's going to spill off into January. You guys, this is a time, businesses just blow up when it comes to, the beginning of the year. But you got to do the work now. Because if you're not consistent with your workouts and your nutrition, people are going to go to other coaches. They're going to be going to those coaches who they see are consistent throughout this time of the year. So get serious, just drink your Shakeology. If you're going to start a program, do it and stay committed to it. Work on your own goals. And it's just going to help you, just end the year strong and then, set yourself up for a strong January. So that's my advice. I know that's something that Becky and Christina have been talking about it. If you haven't been listening, if you haven't listened to the past calls, it's just going back to the basics. 3 vital behaviors. Work on your personal development. Work on be proof of the products. And inviting as many people as possible. You're going to get a lot of no's, so that means that you've got to reach more people. This time of the year. And it's just planting seeds. You're putting your list together of everybody that once January comes around, you're going to be able to approach, and they're going to go to you because you've been consistent throughout this time of the year. So, Maria, do you want to start with what we're thinking about doing? Because we want to do a maintenance group for those people that just want to maintain throughout the holidays. And then Jacqueline's going to talk about the no excuses group.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes. So for this season, starting October 12, I pushed back the start date from October 5th because especially now that we just heard the promotion that we're going to have with a 21-day fix, it's going to be a 21-day program. It's going to be called the Me versus Me group. So if you are a coach and you're going to participate in this group, or you're going to have challengers, this is the book that we're going to be using. It's called the Me Project, and it's loaded. It's very focused on goals, so which is great for someone who's just starting. It goes day by day on what you should be doing, so that way you can feel accomplished and you can move forward with your health, with your fitness, and just with personal growth, because that's something that many people, we struggle with, especially when we're starting this journey. So this is going to be like the maintenance support group for this holiday season. We will have opportunity to do it at least 3 times before the end of the year ends. This is going to be an ongoing, so we will have an official start on October 12th, but you can just continue adding people to this group as you get challengers. And this is going to be, we want to focus where, we give them that support for the nutrition, because this is it's huge for, especially during this time of year when no one is focused right now. This is where you come in as a coach. You need to be there, and we need to be the example and show them that yes, you can have fun during the holiday season, but you can still also be hitting your health and fitness goals, and this is going to help them. So we start October 12th, so make sure that you are inviting for this group. It's 21 days. This group, which is perfect for the 21-day fix, is going to, and honestly, if you get challengers who are doing a different program, but Shakeology will be the requirement, because that's going to help you. You want them, because this is like the maintenance, so we're not going to be hardcore before, Jacqueline's going to explain the other support group. But if you are drinking your Shakeology throughout the holiday season, you're drinking it daily, you're going to be able to maintain your weight. You're going to be able to control those sweet, those sugar cravings that we all get, and that we're all faced with temptation throughout that we see throughout this holiday season. So make sure Shakeology is a requirement for this group. So they did not necessarily have to do the 21-day fix, but hey, look, it's on promotion now. So what better way to invite them, and they get a discount as well. But it'll be focused on 21-day cycles. Okay, so that's the maintenance, and we're gonna be posting. We also talked about maybe scheduling some videos or Zoom calls that will help the people get them more engaged in the support group as well, so that way we can show them support, because this is really crucial during this time, because no one is right now focused. Everyone's all over the place, and the last thing that they want is starting something new. But we're here to show them that, hey, they don't have to wait till January 1st to start on their health journey. They can maintain it, still enjoy their holiday season with their family and friends, by still, doing these programs, getting the support. So that's the me versus me group. And now, Jacqueline, do you want to share this is a fun one.
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute. Okay, I have my start date different. It's going to be October 19th. So this group is going to be called No Guts, No Glory. And this is a no excuse, no BS group. There is, we're going to be following the 21-day fix extreme. And we're going to do 2 rounds of the 21-day fix extreme, and we're going to go into hammer and chisel. So that's kind of the goal of where we want to bring people to end up with the hammer and chisel. It's going to be geared towards those who want to build muscle, tone up, maybe train for like a Tough Mudder or something like that, and maybe some people who want to do some competitions. So we're going to start on the 19th. All orders for, if they need to buy Extreme, have to be in by October 12th, so we can all start on time. We are going to be posting a lot of motivational videos, some of the ones that we listen to get us pumped up. We're going to dig into our customers' why a little more to make sure that they, that they don't give up on this, and they truly know why they're doing it, and they have an end goal in mind. And we're going to create also a buddy system. So we really would love if people either did this with their significant other or a friend. That will hold them accountable, and it will also help our businesses as well. We're going to have Zoom calls. We're going to probably have one before it starts to make sure that everyone is prepared. Everyone knows what they're up against. We want to make sure that people are planning for any struggles, any challenges, obstacles, and just make sure everyone's set up for success. So it's going to be a really, really good ass-kicking group that will really help a lot of people, and maybe we can get some guys in this group. And if you want to do something, since we're going to ask people to have someone join them, if you want to do a free gift, if someone, joins them, maybe do something from the performance line or just some samples or something like that. I believe, we didn't really talk about it, but I think Shakeology should be a requirement for the group, and definitely the 21-day fix extremes, 2 rounds. If someone's doing Body Beast, that's fine. But it has to be either 21-day fix extreme, Body Beast, and we're going to end with hammer and chisel. And we'll make sure we secure those people in for that one that gets released in December. And I think we have it planned out pretty well, where as soon as we're finished with those 2 rounds, we're going to go right into hammer and chisel. So we have about less than 2 weeks to be promoting this and inviting people, maybe talking to some more guys and stuff, find out where people are. And hopefully this will be a really good, no excuse group. There's, I want to make sure as coaches, we're checking in with these people hardcore. It's not going to be our normal group oh, it's okay, don't worry. It needs to be butt kicking. So we need to set that in the beginning and make sure people know that. And I think that's why we're going to do the Zoom call in the beginning. And then we haven't decided on the second Zoom call, but maybe the second or third week, and just see where people are, what people are struggling with, and get us in gear. Does anybody have any questions about any of the groups?
We also, before the questions, we also talked about incorporating the Fix It cookbook into, you know, sharing that with our challengers, because that way there's a lot of holiday parties, so they can, you know, we can show them that, hey, you can still have fun at the holiday party, and you can bring this to your potluck, you know, and it still tastes yummy, and it's still, you know, and it's still healthy, and it'll still be within your goals. So teaching them about healthier options to choose from. And also that the book, it's not required for your challengers to get. They can choose to get it. You can choose to give it to them as a gift if you want. It's up to you and your challenger. I will be posting the activities daily on the support group, and there'll be a file section where they will have different information resources that they can go to get that.
While we're talking about groups, I just wanted to throw in that we just started the Train Insane or Remain the Same group. So that started on Monday, but it's 21 Day Fix, Extreme, or Body Beast. So any three of those. And since it's all three different programs, like the start date was Monday, but it's definitely ongoing, obviously. So if you have anybody that doesn't fit into those two groups and is doing any of those three programs, you can put them in there. We're trying to get everybody hyped in there for Hammer and Chisel as well. So we're going to post about the sneak peeks that are available tomorrow in there. And yeah.
Perfect.
So nobody, like when we're inviting people, I just want to say there should be no excuse. Like if you hear a no, or I really want to do this, but I can't afford it, and you can't overcome those obstacles, even if you have to open a free group, do not let anyone go. Like everyone wants help with health and fitness or recipes or something. Find a group for them to go into so you don't lose them and you still are capturing them. So, you know, if someone doesn't have a program or whatever, either open yourself a free group, you run your own business. So if you feel that you're getting a lot of people who maybe just aren't ready right now, open a free group. And, whether they walk or make a recipe or whatever, make sure that, you are building that relationship by putting them in a free group, telling them, I understand you can't do it right now. So, we do have a free group and I would love to help support you in there. So you're building trust with them because they're not buying anything from you and you're still helping them. And that says a lot for us, yourself, and the company that we help everybody. So do not let these people go no matter what. Find a place for them to be because eventually they will want to order. So you don't want them going to another coach just because they forgot that you invited them already, because it will happen. So just make sure that you put them somewhere and make sure you tell them the options that they have so they know.
I have one more group I wanted to share about. You just reminded me. Lindsay and I are going to start doing the free 5-7 day clean eating challenges at the beginning of the month, either free or will require the Shakeology sampler. So ours starts October 12th. It's called Abs Are Made in the Kitchen. And it's going to be 7-day meal plans that we're going to just post our 21 Day Fix meal plans and let them do their equation. We're having everybody sign up for on demand since it's free for the first 30 days. So we're going to have them sign up and we're going to assign an ab workout every day. So it's only a 15-minute ab workout, meal plan, and Shakeology sampler. So that's really good. If you have anybody who's ever expressed interest in Shakeology but doesn't like the price, I've gotten so many people. I just messaged every single person who's ever asked me about Shakeology and said, hey, this is $30. Here's what you get. And everybody's interested. So if you guys want to invite to that as well, feel free. I actually just made a flyer, so I'll upload it into the files section in Team Fearless.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you, because I've been wanting to do that. And I have some samples that I want to sell too.
No, I think that's a great idea. And I think it's important that we start getting into that habit of doing these free groups, at the beginning. Maybe choose a date within the month, you know, to always have this, because it really builds good relationships with people. You know, you get contacts, get them to invite their friends. You know, it's not a big money commitment for them, and they get to try out, like, get a feel of the support group. They get a feel of Shakeology if they choose to get it. So I think that's something that we definitely need to work on, you know, more of. And I thank you for doing that. I think, and opening it up to the team as well. That's really good. We need more of that. We need to build, you know, it's a great way to build relationships. That's, you know, that's the way, you know, you see all these people doing these free groups, and the shorter they are, the better. You know, 5-7 day groups, perfect, because then those people will be, you know, interested in going to something else. So cool. Does anybody have any questions about any of the groups? We'll make sure that we'll open up a file. I think it's a good idea to open up a file on the team page and write down all the details of these groups so everybody knows, you know, especially whoever's not on the call right now and hasn't heard about it. We can just, you know, write all the details about each group, you know, when they're starting, so everybody's on the same page and can start inviting, so we can get big groups, you know, into these support groups. I loved, you know, what Becky said too. I don't know if you heard her call. You cannot approach a conversation with Success Club points in your mind. And I think that is crucial. You know, like, we don't want to be salespeople. We don't want to be those people that, you know, our friends are running away from, because all they see is like, oh, they want me to buy something. You know, that's how you're approaching the conversation, and that's the feel of the conversation, because that's on your mind. Forget about Success Club points. Forget about the sale. Build a relationship. Find out what their needs are. Ask more questions. And, you know, as you start asking more questions, getting deep into, you know, their struggles, and you sharing the value of what these programs can do for them, it's just easier for them to say yes and not give you the objections. So always, you know, lead in with, you just want to help. That's what we're here for. We're here to help people. And I mean, it was just a very, like, when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's so true. Like, my business, I know, changed completely when it wasn't about me, it's about them. And you're going to get no's, and still, like Jacqueline just mentioned, don't let them go. Just because they tell you no, they can't afford, doesn't mean they won't be interested later on. Like, always offer them something. You know, offer them some support, help them, offer free, you know, recipes, value to them, because they are going to come back to you.
Yeah, I would like to say something about that. You guys must listen to that call. It was a really, really great call. So obviously network marketing companies are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I think more of our friends are joining them, which is great. I'm all for supporting everyone's business, no matter what it is. Obviously not the competitors of different shakes and stuff, because I only believe in Shakeology, but, you know, the makeup and all the different things. So I get messages from people a lot. And I got a message last night from somebody who I didn't realize who it was, but I guess it was somebody in one of our challenge groups. And let me read it was, I could, like, even if I wanted to buy something, I would never buy from this person, because I couldn't believe. She said, "Hey girl, listen, I'm in a contest tonight, but just until midnight tomorrow. Would you be willing to take a peek at my line and consider helping me by placing a $15 order?" And went on about how, like, I can just pay her through PayPal if I want or something. I don't even know what she sells. I didn't even know who she was. I had to email one of our coaches and say, "Is this one of your challengers, or is it some," you know, like, I had no clue who she was. And we cannot be people like that. Like, I could not believe it. I was like, I don't know what you do. You've never talked to me before, you know, and I was just really could not believe it. And I just want to make sure that we're not doing that. And I don't think that we are, but build relationships with people. Like, it's so wrong to just message someone and be like, "Hey, I need a favor. I need you to place a $15 order." Like, who are you? You know? And And if I wanted to order now, I'm not, because I know that all she's after is the money. So just make sure you do build those relationships. They're really, really important. And they're great for your personal self too, because you rekindle relationships, you know, and meet new people, and it's a lot of fun. So I just wanted to share that story because I just couldn't believe, I couldn't believe it. And there's a lot of other companies, you know, they're out there just sharing stock photos of what their company does, but there's no personal attachment to it. You know, there's no experience behind it. It's just, let me post a stock photo and don't say a word about it. So it's really important that people do see that you are using the products, you believe in them, that you have struggles as well, that you're real, and that you care about helping people. It just means so much, because there are products that I want to buy from people because I do like to support people's individual businesses, as opposed to these large, like going to Walmart and buying makeup or something. But there's people that I'm hesitant to buy from just because I'm like, well, I don't even know if they're going to stay in this business long enough. They're just trying to make a buck off of me. So building relationships and forming people is just more important than you ever know. And it really, like, people will thank you for it. Like, you will get messages saying, like, just thank you for being there for me. And they will want to support you in your business and help themselves as well. It's worth it. And that's my soapbox.
Wow. So what did she sell? I'm just curious.
Well, she sells Unique or whatever.
Are her initials CS?
Yes, I got the same email last night.
Wow.
Yeah. Who does that?
So it's like kind of even cut and paste and like just send it out to a bunch of people.
So what I think what happened was, I think that she is friends with one of our coaches. And I think, and I told this particular person, I really hope she didn't join one of our groups just to friend all of us. Because
I'm friends with her.
Like,
I don't know
friends
how.
from like me and Kelly's hometown. And then like I saw like some of you guys on there, and like, that's weird because, you know what I mean? It was just very strange. And I'm just like, it looks so bad. It's such a good example of like what not to do, because, you know, we're in business, but business is about people. Like, you know, like,
yeah,
everybody has great products, but it doesn't matter. Like, I've used some of those products before and they're great, but I'm not going to buy them from people like that, you know? So it really does say something. I was wondering if she messaged anyone else, because I saw some of the mutual friends. It was a very odd group of mutual friends that I had. And I was just like, and I messaged her. I was like, how do I know you? So yeah. And I just,
I got that message last night.
Groups to, you know, just start friending people and messaging them like that. Like, I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I told her I'd match her if she helped me hit Success Club.
Yeah.
That was my response.
Right? I'm like,
oh, how much are you away from your goal? And she was like $500 some or something absurd. What? I said, well, I'll match you for 130.
Right?
And that's when she was like, no, my cousin's a Beachbody coach, and I promised her if I sign on, I'll do it through her. I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I haven't figured out exactly which. There's two options of coaches who it could be, but I don't know.
And that brings also, like, you know,
very interesting. Building relationships is more important than what you think, and it's just make sure that you do that. Like a simple hello, how are you, talking about someone's family, being truly interested in the other person goes a long way.
And if you're stuck, like the scripts are there, so that way you don't sound, you know, like desperate. You know, it's like, you know, always, like, you know, you can always follow up with somebody and say, hey, you know, I'm closing my support group and I need to, you know, I have a spot for you. You know, are you still interested? If you're not hearing from them, the scripts are great. If, you know, we're not using them, you know, that's a disadvantage because it's there. You know, Becky made them and they're awesome, and they're not salesy where you're like pushing, you know, a sale. You know, you're just going back to their goals, and then also showing an urge of urgency as well, saying like, hey, you know, I'm going to close my group out. And if you still want in, you know, let me know so I can hold a spot for you. That's showing, you know, for them to also act on and respond, you know, so that way you're not like, oh, what's going on? You said yes, but now you disappeared. So use the scripts if you need help. If you need help on how to answer, you know, messages, share in the team page, or, you know, share with us so that way we can help you. So that way you don't sound like, you know, you're desperate and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this.
Right. No, that's so true. Yeah. Just think of it like people, you know, and it's very true in sales or anything, like people don't buy because of the products, they buy because of you. You know, we know the products work, they're just tools for us, but it's because of you, because you're going to add the value and you're going to help them, you know, so it's always important to think about it that way. And, but yeah, the scripts are great. So if if you are having trouble with inviting, then you need to work on that. And the more you invite, the better it is. If you need help with like, just, okay, the wording, I don't know what to say, like you have the scripts, and even if you need more help with that, like share that with us and we can go through how you're inviting, you know, because you may be missing something. So like, just always, you know, look for help, or, you know, go to the scripts and work on that if that is something you're struggling with.
And share those videos. You know, let the videos do the talking of the describing what the program is and what the products, you know, what they're doing, because that's where, you know, you don't have to like start saying, because then you start and then get in, and then after that, get them on the phone. So that way it's easier. You're having that easier conversation with them. It's more, more connection there too, as well.
Yep. Yeah. Just, you know, it's not going to be perfect, you know, like, cause we're all learning, and you're learning, especially in the beginning, it's a learning process. But just reach out. It's okay to reach out for help. It's okay to ask, like, is it, you know, can you look at this my message, and, you know, is it okay? And let us help you. You know, I think it's important to like at least have someone else look at it instead of making that mistake if maybe you are sounding too salesy, or you may be sounding too desperate or you haven't established that relationship and you're inviting already. That's why part of the power of 3, which is if it's something that you haven't been working on, it's so important, because you're going to be every day reaching out to people to start forming a relationship. Nothing Beachbody, just start conversations, get to know your customers, get to know your prospects. And then when you feel comfortable enough, that's when the invitation feels more natural, when you're inviting them to your support group. It's because you've already established that relationship. So it's not forced. It's not like, oh, I'm scared to invite this person. If you're uncomfortable, it's because maybe you haven't really established that relationship. Okay.
Maria, do you want to start a thread for your group on our team page, and any of the coaches who want to be a part of it, like, I guess write something up for the coaches who weren't on the call. And if the coaches want to be added to it, they need to like put like I'm in, so then you could add them and make them an admin. So then, you know what I mean? So I'll open my group, you do yours, I'll start my own thread, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I was thinking about that the other day. I feel like when we start new challenge groups, you can just tag it like you can a person with the @ sign. You know, so it's like if you create a new group with whatever the name is, when you post in Team Fearless, just say like, I just opened, and then tag the group. So anybody can just click on it and then request to join. So then you don't have a ton of comments on a bunch of different posts that say, please add me, and you have to go back and see who it is. And right?
I guess you have to do that on your computer, because it doesn't do it with my phone. I can do it that way.
I just
That's
figured
fine.
it might be easier if
That's a good idea.
you guys want to do it that way.
Yeah, and let's start a document though in the file section, so it has all the information so people can reference to it. Like Laura, your group, whatever group you're doing, like you can add that information too. So it's all there as to what we're going to have going on till the end of the year. so it's not confusing. So we all know, where to add and what we're inviting to. But that's a good idea. And then, yeah, it's going to be focused on the holidays. So we're going to add value with holidays, like, like fun, like recipes, making them healthier, like for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, sharing tips, what should you do before going to a party? Things like that, just adding more value to our customers by, helping them stay more accountable throughout the holidays. And when you start promoting this, do a picture of yourself, post a picture of yourself, like get, creative in that sense, because they want to see you. They don't want to see a photo of Beachbody, of 21 Day Fix. They want to see you. So it doesn't have to be like, all like crazy with, how, some people make it. I'm still trying to figure out PicMonkey with how to do all the cool stuff to it. But if you are, if you can do it, it's even better. But, I think it's so important to be personable in your inviting and promoting. So definitely promote it. And then start inviting, because it's not just putting it on Facebook and then waiting for people to come to you, because that usually does not happen. It's rare when somebody will go directly to you. It's when you start personally inviting, doing the behind the scenes work of sending your personal invitations to your group. But yeah, so that was just a tip. And if you guys haven't seen the Chelsea Pearson call on Monday on branding and social media, please do. I'm telling you, like, I would have paid money for all the information she shared. It was incredible. She is, especially if you're new to Instagram, if you want to build your business there as well, she shared a lot of great information about how to grow your Instagram business, how to create your brand, which is, something we've talked about several times, like who are you and who are you going to be targeting? That's crucial to your business as you get started. And it's something that you got to sit down and really think about. It may take some time, but do it. And so please listen to the call. It was did any of you here listen to the call?
I did.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, I did.
She's awesome.
Where is it? Is it a Facebook event?
Yeah, let me see if I can tag you. Chris.
Jacqueline posted it on the team page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She even put, I think she did an album, right? Didn't you, Jacqueline? Like, didn't you put like an album together with all the slides?
I did. I put an album. I think even under the album, I think when I did a comment like under the album, I think I even posted the YouTube under there. Let me look.
I think you did. I think I remember seeing that. But yeah, it's a must. Like, just especially, if you're struggling with social, we all, everybody needs help with social media. None of us are experts at this point. We're all learning. And she just shared just so many great tips, so much great information that you can start implementing right away. And it's all about branding yourself. And it's something else that made me think about, what made you join Beachbody? Like, before Beachbody, who were you? Like, what obstacles did you have? Like, what issues did you have? That person that you were before Beachbody, those are the people that you're going to be attracted, because that's who you can relate to, and that's who you're going to want to help the most. So think about that. Who were you before Beachbody? And that will help you also, figure out, okay, who is it that I want to help? Because then you can share how, just because you joined Beachbody, how much you've changed with your health, your fitness, everything. And, so that's something to think about, like who were you before Beachbody, to help you figure out your target market. But yeah, that was just incredible call. I have to listen to it again and take more notes. So if you haven't, please do. I posted it also in our new coach training. I think that's going to be part of every new coach training from now on, when we talk about social media, because she covered it just so well. So I'm going to definitely add that to all the new coach trainings. So guys, I mean, do you guys have any questions before we wrap up? No?
No, I'm going to post this right now for, I don't know where I'm going to post it, but let me see.
Before we close out, October is Super Saturday month, so make sure you are registered and you're going to an event near your in your area. If there's none in your area, host one, get one, because it's so important. They're going to do, especially with Hammer and Chisel that's going to be launching, there's going to be lots of information shared. And this is just going to help you grow your business. October is a month, October, November.
I say bring people, bring guests. Like,
yes, bring your friends. I think the one in Miami is on a Sunday, not on a Saturday. So, this is a perfect opportunity to invite your challengers, your friends, guests, anybody, because this is going to help you during these months. This is going, it's going to give you the oomph that you need so you can finish strong, because October, November, December are going to be crucial. They're going to be hard, and you need to have that mentality. I'm preparing myself for January, and how am I doing? One of them is attending Super Saturday in October 17th or 18th, and it's just going to help you grow, because we're going to take off in January, and you want to make sure you're ready to take off, but you have to be you have to be doing the work in October. We can't just say, it's the holidays, everybody's lax. No, this is the time that's going to help you, and Super Saturday is going to be the event for you to go and just grow your business. And if not, have one at your house. Invite your friends over and just say, hey, let's take a look. There's these new products that are going to be coming out. I'm sure there's going to be other announcements that we're going to hear about. So just be a perfect, fun opportunity for you to connect with local coaches and, just connect with your challengers and your friends and guests.
Yes, absolutely. The work that you do today, I would for sure will pay off for the new year. This is the time to really, really work. And, going back to the vital behaviors, don't overwhelm yourself with everything. Go back to the basics. Work on your health and fitness, on your own goals, personal development, inviting. That's just going to be crucial. If you focus on that, you're going to have a tremendous 2016. You're setting yourself up right now. This is the time. So it's exciting time. Next week, all the elite coaches, top coaches are going to be at leadership. So I am pretty sure that there's going to be announcements made next week that we're going to hear about. New things coming up. We have the the challenge app that's going to be coming out soon. So that's going to be exciting. Something else to add more value to our customers. And who knows what else, Carl has up his sleeve. But they're always working. This is a time, it's such exciting time now. And now, especially the business opportunity, guys, to talk about it more, because this is a time to join Beachbody. This is a time to, set themselves up now. So when January comes around, their businesses are going to take off. So talk about that, the business opportunity too, because Beachbody is just growing. It's just the beginning. It's exciting to see that, it's a baby company. We're going to be launching in other countries, and, more programs will be coming. I know there's 2 new trainers who are going to be joining Beachbody that I'm sure they're working on a program already. So this is, it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. We're here, it's the right time. And, just so share too, not just, the support groups, but the business side of it, because it's a tremendous opportunity that we have.
And did you guys, I don't know, I swear I saw it somewhere where they're making the 21-day fix now for those who are pregnant.
It's not, I don't think it's, well, maybe with
Maybe a meal plan?
maybe the containers will be a part of it too. But yeah, Autumn is coming out with her prenatal, like,
Prenatal.
yeah, like prenatal fitness program or something like that. But I think it's going to be something available on Beachbody On Demand, like only. Something like, yeah, so that's in the works and that's coming out soon. So that's even another target market, like new people, like to target, pregnant moms, like just, that's something else. Yeah, so more people to help.
Like I say, shoot,
What happened?
I forgot what else I was going to say.
Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to my sister. She hit Success Club this month. That means that she has only one more month to beat Success Club Legends.
Yay! Wait, tell me, Success Club, what are the differences? Legend is?
It's 24 months.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you better make it happen October. No excuses.
Yeah, you better
No excuses.
Cut down, sister.
Yeah. Well, Claudia as well. So Claudia's will be a legend next month as well when she hits.
Ooh, girl.
So,
Yay.
yes. And to piggyback off, like if you've been hitting Success Club, you notice how your business, has been growing. If I look back from last year to this, like it's grown. So you have to be consistent and invite and share and just know that you'll see changes. You will see that change in your business. You won't see it probably right away, but you will see it if you do stay consistent. So trust the process.
And as a business owner, because every business owner has goals, right? Has quotas to meet, all these things. Success Club is non-negotiable, guys. You got to engrave that in your head. No matter what, like you just make it happen. You get it done no matter what. It is like crucial for your business. If you feel like you're just not moving, it's because you're not being consistent. And it's just that simple. Success Club will grow, will grow your income, will grow your business. Yeah, that's it. Do you guys have any questions or anything to say before we say bye-bye?
Don't forget our picture.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, my camera died, so I can't take a picture.
Okay. No questions, ladies? With my mosquito bite in my forehead?
Everybody point and laugh.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Awesome, ladies.
Thank you guys for being on.
Oh, wait, Jacqueline, no, it's blurry. Hold on, sorry.
Why am I like glow in the dark? I'm like a ghost.
No, you look beautiful.
I look transparent.
No, you don't.
1, 2, and 3. Awesome.
Yay. Love you guys. It's so good to see you all.